Hello everyone, today we're going to do the weekly analysis for this week. So we've already highlighted our weekly high and our weekly low. That's our previous weekly high and our previous weekly low. As we have always discussed, we highlight this so that we know when we're trading on the lower time frames, because these are very important zones. When they're broken, price is making a huge move. It's getting out of a range because the previous candle, the previous weekly candle is a range itself. So when we talked last week, we discussed how price has created a somewhat strong low right here. Does look like a very strong low, right? Made a strong rejection, gave us 3 weeks of bullishness, right? And then we had a bearish candle, this bearish candle, right? And we said there's a possibility that this candle was a retest candle to retest this rejection. This low was rejected, right? Price went high. So we're saying this candle might have been a retest, considering that this candle came all the way down. However, it pulled back up. It rejected close below these weeks. It pulled back up, right? It even closed below this week. The week before that, it did not close below the low. So it could have been a retest candle. Having that in mind, we were looking to buy. Last week, we were only looking for buy trades, and that's exactly what happened. Price pushed higher, all right? So for this week, analyzing our previous week, we're saying if price wanted to go higher, the same as our previous bearish candle, if price wanted to go higher, it should have closed above, right? Or it should have closed somewhere near the high of our previous week or anywhere near this high. Yes, this is a monthly high. Also, this is a very strong high. So price rejected it. It rejected to close above. So having that in mind, we're expecting this week to either drop back, right? Maybe give us some consolidation for it to go lower, or it could even give us a range for it to go higher. All right, because now this is now a range that has been created. We have actually four candles next to each other right here. So now this is a range that's being created. So as long as price respects this new low that was created, that means price's chances of going higher if it respects. But if it doesn't respect, then price might even break this low for it to go lower. But this is a very strong low, this is a very strong high. So we might see price range for some time. All right, let's see what our daily time frame have. Give us some more insight. All right, on the daily time frame, as you can see, price completed the week fill trade that we were anticipating right here. This was our week fill trade right there. We talked about it. I gave you the signal. I hope someone used it to their advantage. All right. And then if you look at this pattern right here, that's your reversal pattern right there. The fact that you have a hammer right at the top, and then you have a bearish candle right next to it, and it even went above our previous high. That's a fake out, right? It gave us a fake out and still came back to close inside our previous candle, our previous hammer, to give us a weak fill, right? And then the next candle, yesterday's candle, gave us the weak fill, but it closed bullish. Yes, it closed bullish. However, if it wanted to close as a strong bullish candle, it could have closed above this area right here. And if it had closed above that area, above the previous closing, our previous closing, then yes, we could have seen price pushing higher today. But this was a retest, and price failed to close above our previous closing. That means we have a new, that might be a new high that might be being created right now. And if price is creating a new high, a new lower high, that means price is all the grace to go down to our low right there. It has all the chances of going lower to our low because price would have been created a new high. So now it all depends with how the candle closes today. And if this candle closes below this range right here, because now this is a range, right? This candle, this rejection candle created a range. And if price closes below that range, that's pushing price lower. And if price is pushing lower, then that means our previous weekly candle was a retest. I don't mean this candle was a retest. As you can see, it failed to close above. Right there, it failed to close above. So that will mean our previous candle is a retest. This bullish candle is a retest of the high, since this is a very strong high. So now that's the weekly analysis that we're looking for this week. That's all for this video. I hope you guys learned something and use this information to your advantage.